Hi there, I'm here in front of a wall of Funko Pops so that you know that this is a channel where we talk about movies. Specifically, why all modern movies are virtue-signalling pieces of shit, while old movies are way better. But not old movies, just movies that came out when I was a teenager and didn't have a mortgage. We'll discuss ad nauseum why a film series with the word war in the title, with several main characters who are literally politicians, is so political these days, as well as my 14-point manifesto on why girls can't fight predators. Only joking. Don't get me wrong, if you're into all that, I'm not here to yuck your yum, but let's be honest, it's a fairly saturated market. Jesus, there's enough of these kind of videos on here that if you were to throw a stone, you'd break your computer, because that's not how they work. Welcome to The Badger's Apprentice. I'm Jeff, or at least an animated representation of what Jeff thought he looked like when he was in his 20s before cigarettes, alcohol, and the relentless march of time made the real Jeff look somehow overweight and withered simultaneously. Here on this channel, we're going to look at movies and TV shows like we actually enjoy the medium. We're not going to needlessly suckle at their teats, but neither are we just going to sit here and list through the same 5 reasons why we don't like stuff. We're going to try and be honest, look at things in a different way, and try and actually enjoy ourselves. For instance, remember the film Eraser, the one where Arnie has the magic X-ray gun? Anyway, there's a bit in that film where Arnie crash lands in a wrecking yard after trying to punch a plane in the face. There, he meets a couple of kids and asks if he can take their father's tow truck so he can get back into the action. One of the kids not only agrees, they sell it to Arnie for $100. Well done, kid. You've just ruined your father's business. That's a family-run business that collects scrap, which is hard enough at the best of times, but in this economy, whew, now you've hobbled your father by selling his only means of collecting said scrap for $100. You're a dick. The increased financial pressure you've now inflicted on your parents puts strain on their marriage, pushes your father into depression and alcohol abuse, causing their inevitable messy divorce and the destruction of your entire family. Your father's life ends at the bottom of the bottle of Xanax with a whiskey chaser. He leaves a note. It just says why. The guilt of what you've done eats away at you to the point where the only way to numb the overwhelming pain is with a cocktail of drugs and alcohol that perpetuates a cycle of violence that destroys you, your loved ones, and your children. 3 generations of a family destroyed by a moment's greed. That's when, in a moment of clarity in the twilight of another broken day, you get it into your head that this wasn't your fault. It was his, the man who dropped out of the sky and took everything from you. You vow to find that man, find him and extract your revenge. Revenge for what he did to you and yours, to hurt him like he hurt you, and get the answer to the question that's been haunting you for the last 30 years. The question your father left scrawled on the back of the receipt for the drugs that took his life, that took him away from you. Why? 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 Anyway, that's why I think the film Eraser deserves a sequel. Stuff like that. Please subscribe.